Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Australia-wide Life Vantage presentation. My name is GILLIAN JOYCE. I live on the Capricorn Coast in Yeppoon. My background is in education, so taught for many, many years, and then fell into the role of school principal, which I did for quite a few years before I took maternity leave to have my first child, Jordan, who you can see in the picture there. I wanted to stay at home and be an at-home mum for those first few precious years before my boys started school. My husband works away in the mines. He does a 7-on, 7-off roster. So for that reason also, it was important to me to be able to be at home full-time with my children. And in saying that, I wasn't looking for anything else to do at the time. I was quite happy just being at home. But it was a girlfriend of mine who reached out to me to share these incredible products with me, and Protandim being the key product, because she knew my family history. And that is that in my family we have a history of heart conditions. So on my mum's side, I've lost my grandma after she passed away in her early 70s with a weak heart. My mum gets heart palpitations and has been hospitalised, and we know that that's something we need to take care of. But I also lost a sister when she was only 21 after open heart surgery, and that was a really difficult time for our family. We weren't prepared for that. It was not something that we expected, and I guess we've always been very proactive with our health, and we've always looked after ourselves. We've always eaten the right foods, done sports as children, and my parents have always promoted that healthy lifestyle. But a few years ago, I also lost my dad to cancer, and with that we had no warning whatsoever. He was what we thought a perfectly healthy man. He was up on our property and he was picking avocados when he slipped and hurt his shoulder, and it just wouldn't get better, and he started deteriorating really quickly. And we were sent to Brisbane, where they did a number of tests looking for some sort of virus or infection because of how rapidly he was declining. And amongst those tests, that's when they discovered that he had cancer. And at that point in time, there was nothing they could do for him. We were sent home. We had a few more weeks with him and he passed away. So that was a really, really difficult time for our family, and we've suffered significant losses. And I know that we're not the only other family, but it's the fact that these things kept happening even though we still maintained a healthy lifestyle. So for that reason, we know that you can never be too careful, and being proactive about your health is extremely important. So when my girlfriend reached out and told me about this product, Protandim, which was proven to reduce something called oxidative stress in the blood by an average of 40% in 30 days, as shown in a US peer-reviewed study, I was all ears, because I'd watched her family and I'd seen that they were getting results, and they were doing really well. So I did my research into oxidative stress, and when I learned that it was linked to virtually every disease and illness, including top 3 killers, including heart disease, cancer and diabetes, I was all ears, and I wanted my family to be taking these products. So I started myself, I started my family, I jumped straight in because I wanted as much product as I could get to share with my family and loved ones. And at the time, I was just sharing it because I was passionate about the research that I'd done. I knew this was something that a lot of people could benefit from. And from those people that I did share with, those few people, quite a few of them came back and told me about the successes that they were having, how well they were doing, and that they could think of people who could also benefit. And so it grew from there. And I didn't realize how much of an incredible business opportunity awaited me at the time. But, we are a ground floor company, and I will take you through some of that. And for me, this has been what has kept me home. I've now got my second son, you can see in the picture there. So my boys are 5 and 2. And I've been able to spend all of this time home with my children. They are home full time. This is the first year where one's at kindy, the other one's in prep. And so, I've had them home full time, and I have been able to build this, and it's given me so much time, flexibility to do it around their hours and be there for their kindy and school events. And that is precious alone. So to really understand our products though, because this is my passion and this is why I am here, we really have to understand oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is an imbalance in the body. It's caused by an imbalance in the body. So free radicals, which come from things like Wi-Fi, pollution, radiation, work stress life, the things we put on our skin, the foods we eat, what we drink, everything in the environment, or just the air that we breathe, all of those things have free radicals which roam around in our bodies and try to attach to our cells. The way in which we eliminate free radicals is through antioxidants, so the ones that we consume, but also the ones our body produces. Now, if we don't produce enough of those antioxidants to eliminate those free radicals attach to our cells and cause what we call oxidative stress. So a really visual comparison is if you take an apple and cut it open, leave it sitting on the bench, you can see that browning in front of you. That's just from the environment, things around it. That is oxidization, and that is exactly what's happening to the cells of our body from the inside. So if we do not have a healthy lifestyle, that process will happen a lot faster. But the fact is that even with a healthy lifestyle, everybody is impacted by oxidative stress. And if you look at the right-hand side there, that is just a partial list of diseases, illnesses, conditions linked to high levels of oxidative stress. It affects every single cell, system, and organ in the body. So we've always known that antioxidants has been the big buzzword. It's been the big buzzword for many, many decades now. We know they're so important for our body, and we've been told we need to eat antioxidant-rich diets and consume as many antioxidants as possible. And that's absolutely correct. We really do need those antioxidants. But food is only one type of antioxidant, and our body actually needs multiple types. And not only that, food alone is not enough. So for each antioxidant molecule that you consume, it eliminates one free radical. And when our body is being bombarded by trillions of free radicals every single day, you can see that food and supplements alone are not enough. So what scientists have recently found is that in our bodies, in every single cell in your body, we have a pathway called NRF2. This pathway is a protein messenger that tells your body to produce its own antioxidants. So it's our survival genes. It's the hero of our body. It's the way we heal and repair ourselves. It's incredible. And it upregulates the good genes, downregulates the bad genes. So this NRF2 pathway is incredibly powerful and can eliminate 1 million free radicals per second. So that is a far more effective way to address free radicals roaming in our body and to reduce that oxidative stress. It's the body doing what it needs to do naturally. Unfortunately, that NRF2 pathway does slow down over time as our environment is not what it used to be as we age and the things that affect us. So that pathway doesn't work as well as you get older. That is why it needs to be activated. So of NRF2 activation, Washington State University actually said that it may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and the most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's no small statement. You think about things like penicillin, which took 17 years to filter down into the medical world. So while you may not have heard about NRF2 activation until tonight, or your doctors still may not be familiar with it yet, this is something that will become a household name. It is only a matter of time before everybody is looking to activate that NRF2 pathway in their body in some way, shape, or form. And with LifeVantage, we are miles ahead of the race. So we actually have a product, the first and all-natural NRF2 activator called Protandim. Now, this is not a supplement, so it does not supplement your body in the hopes that your body will absorb some nutrients out of it. It actually activates the NRF2 pathway in every cell in your body. And it does that with a precise synergy of ingredients. So we've got turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, and bacopa, all of which have been used for centuries in ancient Chinese healings and remedies. We know that they're extremely therapeutic all by themselves, but it's the synergy of those 5 ingredients that work in that precise formula to activate our cells, that NRF2 pathway, to produce its own antioxidants. So it makes it 1,800% more effective than if you were to take any of those ingredients individually. So going to the chemist and buying each of those individually and taking them, not going to do it for you. That will be supplementing your body. Your body might absorb some of the nutrients and then your body will excrete what it cannot do. So most cases, very expensive urine. But when it comes to the synergy of these ingredients, it's in the body, active within 15 minutes and producing your own antioxidants. So it's far safer, far more effective, and absolute hero. So as I said, in that US study, it was proven to reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. If you look at that study, which can be found on pubmed.gov, which I'll share again with you shortly, you'll actually see that by as much as 70% after 4 months was the reduction shown in that human study. It is also the only natural supplement proven in a 10-year-long study by the National Institute of Aging to extend that median health lifespan by an average of 7%. That is huge. The only product in the world, and it's proven to extend life. It's all natural. The body can regulate it. There's no side effects. That is something incredible. And that was a government-funded study, so independent to our company. I mentioned the website pubmed.gov. So this is the National Institute of Medicine. This is where all your doctors, scientists, researchers will go to do their research on any product or disease or illness. It's considered the gold standard of research, and that is because every single journal that is on this database has been through a peer-reviewed process, which means it's sent out to multiple universities as a blind study, and only once they all agree that that information is 100% accurate can it then be published on this website. Now, we have 24 peer-reviewed journals on Protandim NRF2 alone. That's unheard of in the supplement world. Absolutely unheard of. You'd be lucky to find even one peer-reviewed journal on many of the supplements that are out there. We also have BSCG certification, that's Banned Substances Control Group, meaning it's safe for Olympians and athletes. The TGA, Therapeutic Goods Administration of Australia, so that means it's classed as actually a medicine, but it's all natural. And so to get that stamp of approval is massive. It has to go through multiple levels of rigorous testing to prove its efficacy and the perfection of it. So the other thing you can do on this website is jump in and search oxidative stress, where you will find over 190,000 peer-reviewed journals. It's no secret that oxidative stress is bad for us. It's an issue. It's being researched very widely in conjunction with all the things that it's linked to, and doctors, scientists, people are looking for the best ways possible to reduce that, to avoid any ongoing side effects. So we are also really excited to have launched recently into Australia our NRF1 activator. Now, NRF1 is another pathway in the body. So if you think of each of our cells as little vehicles roaming around, the NRF1 is the engine of your vehicles. So in every single cell, you've got that engine that keeps it running. It eliminates the bad genes, protects the good genes, clears out that waste within the cells, provides the energy to keep it moving. Mitochondria is what produces that ATP energy. So we now have that NRF1 activator that goes hand in hand with NRF2 with clearing out the waste in the body. So reducing that oxidative stress, the rust of the vehicle, so to speak. So it's not falling apart as you're driving down that highway. So it's like a 1-2 punch. They work hand in hand. NRF1 must be taken must be taken in conjunction with NRF2. NRF2 can be taken by itself, but you must have NRF2 with NRF1 if you're to take NRF1. So we also have an incredible skincare range, and we have that for a very good reason. Our skin is the largest organ of our body. It's the first line of defense. It's what we need to protect from all of those environmental assaults that bombard our body every single day. And this is the world's first all-natural NRF2 activating skincare range. It's a 4-part system. We have an ultra gentle cleanser, a perfecting lotion, an eye serum which has prebiotics to support the healthy bacteria around the eyes, and the all-over anti-aging moisturizing cream. You can see from the list there that there's none of the baddies in there. And if you check out this Think Dirty app, which can be used to scan any of the products in your home to see the toxicity of those products, you'll see ours has a low 2. So very natural, very clean, very safe. I've used this on my children since they were very young. We also have the hand cream, which is fantastic for the rest of the body. And you can see just from these pictures for this lady that she has used that on her hands once a day at night time before she went to bed. You can see the coloration, hydration to her skin, absolutely incredible. And of course, a big 0 when it comes to how clean it is. So really good and safe for the body. So you might be wondering why you hadn't heard of LifeVantage until recently, and that is because LifeVantage is in its early days. So all companies will go through an S-curve. You can see ground floor is the bottom. This is the early adapters, the people who are first to market, first sharing it, and then all companies will go through that momentum where it does the most of its growth. You think about the iPhone 4 and 5 when everybody had one, but nobody knew about iPhone 1. And then up at the top where it says too late, that's when, you know, you can still join a company and you can still make money, but there is everybody that knows about it and the market is saturated. You've just got all those late adopters jumping on then. So with our company, we are at ground floor. That means we've got less than 150,000 distributors worldwide. In fact, we've got less than 80,000 distributors worldwide. The Direct Selling Association says the first 150,000 distributors per country are the ones that have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and are considered ground floor. And get this, for Australia, we have just over 2,000. So we are merely a drop in the sea. We are so young, and anybody that's joining now and working on building this business has that once in a lifetime opportunity to grow with the company. So we are publicly traded on the NASDAQ, which means we do get to disclose our income statement. This is a recent earnings statement which shows the average monthly income, looking at that second column, the average monthly income of distributors in our company. So you can see that even as a Pro 1 or a Pro 2, you are making more than enough money to be paying not only for your own product, but your family's product. You know, you might be looking for that part-time income around that Pro 3, 4, 5, where you can, you know, have that little bit of holiday money or spending money, or for me, it was, you know, getting that little bit of extra money to keep me home longer with my boys. And then you look beyond that and you've got life-changing money. You know, you've gone beyond full-time income. You've got income there that is absolutely going to change not only your lives, but those around you. You know, you think about the charities, the things that you can support just by being in this opportunity and sharing with those you love and care about. So we get paid in multiple ways, generous launch bonuses, start bonuses. But for me, it was the royalty commissions that really appealed to me because it was leveraging my time. So the work that I have done 2 years ago when I first started in this business, I'm still getting paid for that today, and it's grown month after month after month. I even had a bit of time off over Christmas where I spent that time with my family. We went away, we had a holiday, we did a few things, and over that time, that residual income kept coming in month after month. And even better, I have that there now to will down to my children for 5 generations. We are a legacy company. I'm not restricted with where I can build. I can build this globally. In fact, I have team in other parts of the world. It's incredible. So not only has this been an incredible opportunity for me to financially contribute to my family, and there's just no words to describe how this has helped us health-wise, not only myself but the family and those I've touched, but it's provided me with more than I could possibly ask for. In all my years of teaching and even in the role as principal, I had not gotten that personal development that I have received through this company. I have been supported beyond my wildest dreams, and it continues to happen day after day. It's taught me so many things that I had not gotten from university or school, and it's sent me all over the world. In the last 12 months alone, I have been on an all expenses paid trip with my husband to the Bahamas, 5-star. We were treated like kings and queens with little island hopping trips and the activities and the dinners being wined and dined. Like, it was just beyond our wildest dreams. I went to Sydney in July, and that was an all expenses paid success conference where I had a few days with my friends who were also in the company. We received exceptional training like I have not had before. Once again, wined and dined and spoiled rotten. And in a few short weeks, I'm off to the US again, where I'll be going to Park City, a beautiful snow village where I'll spend the time doing all sorts of sporting activities and again getting that incredible training, all expenses paid. I went to the US in November, where I was recognized as a leader. I was recognized as a pace setter, so representing our company and Australia, walking across the stage. And you know, this is stuff that I could not have thought of in my wildest dreams. It's been life-changing. So with our company, we are very much customer heavy. We have about an 80%, 85% customer base, and it shows that our products are exceptional by themselves. So for many, they just want to try these products. They want to be using these products, and yeah, we can't blame them. Everyone wants these products because they are the most important supplement of our time. So as a customer, there's no joining fees, no cancellation fees. It's literally purchasing the products that you need for yourself, for your family. And by having a monthly subscription, you do get a 20% discount. But like I said, no lock-in. So if you choose to delay or cancel at any time, it's just a simple phone call or email. And you get that 20% discount, like I said. Now that skincare range will last you a good 3 to 4 months as well. A little bit goes a long way. So that's exceptional value for money. And of course, buying the 2 Protandim NRF1 and NRF2 gets you an additional discount as that synergizer set. As a distributor, and this is for me why I went for this option, you get a pack that is made up of more product than what you are paying for. So you can see the product value on the side. So you're getting almost $500 worth of free product in a platinum pack. And not only that, on top of the product, you're getting event tickets, marketing materials, a team of support and training to get you started. We have a proven plan that is proven to launch your business and get you started correctly if followed. So all of these things are just wonderful. And for me, the reason why I went for this pack is because at the time, so I had a 6.5-week-old baby when I did start, and I knew that I wasn't going to be very active in the business, but the only requirement to remain active as a distributor was to have 1 bottle coming to me a month. So I knew that I could build this in my own time, no pressure. That 1 bottle was what I was going to be using anyway. So yeah, it really was an incredible opportunity. But our company also rewards generously for those who get started and get up and running. We've got pace setter bonuses, which, you know, extra cash in your pockets and extra incentives for getting out the door and running hard with the business straight away. So an incredible opportunity and truly life-changing. So I like to end with this quote. This is from the Oregon State University on NRF2 activation. Like I said, the reason I am here. It says that when it finds a problem, NRF2 essentially goes back to the cellular nucleus and rings the alarm bell, where it can turn on up to 200 genes that are responsible for cell repair, detoxification of carcinogens, protein and lipid metabolism, antioxidant protection, and other actions. In their report, the scientists called it the longevity assurance factor. Pretty special stuff. And like I said, I call it now, it's only a matter of time before everybody is on some form of NRF2 activation. As it stands, we have the most powerful, proven, science-backed product that is available to the market, and it's having a massive impact on everybody's lives. So I thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I look forward to seeing you start on your journey as a customer or joining the company to grow this incredible opportunity with the team that we have here in Australia. Thanks so much.